Every single night, while you are asleep, your brain does something extraordinary. It cleans itself. It repairs damaged cells. It consolidates memories from the day and strengthens neural connections that determine how sharp and clear your mind will be tomorrow. But here is what most people over 60 are never told. This overnight brain repair process only works properly if your brain has the right fuel. And what you eat in the hours before sleep may be the single most important factor in whether your brain fully restores itself tonight or quietly falls behind. In the next few minutes, neurologists and nutrition researchers explain the 5 foods that may give your aging brain exactly what it needs while you sleep. Before we reveal the 5 foods, you need to understand what is actually happening inside your brain while you sleep, because it changes everything about why these foods matter. During deep sleep, your brain activates a remarkable system called the glymphatic system. This is essentially your brain's overnight cleaning crew. Cerebrospinal fluid flows through the spaces between brain cells, flushing out toxic waste products that have built up during the day, including proteins associated with cognitive decline and memory loss. Research suggests that this glymphatic cleaning process is up to 10 times more active during sleep than when you are awake. If this system does not work properly due to poor sleep, poor nutrition, or aging, those toxic proteins accumulate. And over time, this accumulation may contribute to the memory and cognitive changes that many adults experience after 60. The first food your brain needs while you sleep is one that looks remarkably like a brain itself, and that is not a coincidence. Walnuts are one of the most studied foods for brain health in the world. They are rich in alpha-linolenic acid, a plant-based omega-3 fatty acid that research suggests may help reduce inflammation in brain tissue overnight. They contain melatonin, the same sleep hormone your brain naturally produces, which may help deepen sleep quality and extend the time your brain spends in its most restorative deep sleep phases. And they contain polyphenols and vitamin E, both of which are associated with protecting brain cells from oxidative damage during the overnight repair process. Research published in nutritional neuroscience journals suggests that regular walnut consumption is associated with better memory performance and slower cognitive decline in adults over 60. The second food on this list is small, simple, and remarkably powerful for an aging brain: blueberries. Blueberries are one of the richest sources of anthocyanins, plant compounds that give them their deep blue color, and that research consistently associates with improved brain function in older adults. Studies suggest that anthocyanins may cross the blood-brain barrier and directly interact with brain regions involved in memory and learning. During sleep, when your brain is consolidating the memories of the day, these compounds may help strengthen the neural pathways that support long-term memory storage. Research from several university studies suggests that regular blueberry consumption in adults over 60 is associated with measurable improvements in memory recall, processing speed, and cognitive flexibility. A small handful eaten 2 to 3 hours before sleep may offer meaningful support to your brain's overnight restoration. The third food may already be on your plate occasionally, but most adults over 60 are not eating it nearly enough. Fatty fish, particularly salmon, sardines, and mackerel, are among the richest dietary sources of DHA, a long-chain omega-3 fatty acid that makes up approximately 20% of your brain's total fat content. DHA is not just beneficial for the brain, it is structurally essential. Your brain uses DHA to maintain the integrity of neuron cell membranes, to support the myelin sheaths that protect nerve fibers, and to regulate the production of brain-derived neurotrophic factor, a protein often described as fertilizer for brain cells. Research suggests that adults with higher DHA levels consistently show better memory performance and slower rates of brain volume loss with age. Eating fatty fish 2 to 3 times per week, with 1 serving in the evening, may meaningfully support your brain's overnight repair cycle. The fourth food is one of the most accessible and affordable brain-supporting foods available, and most people have no idea it works on their brain while they sleep. Bananas contain high levels of vitamin B6, a nutrient that plays a critical role in the production of serotonin and melatonin, the two chemical messengers that regulate your mood, sleep onset, and the quality of your deep sleep cycles. Without adequate B6, your brain cannot efficiently produce the melatonin it needs to enter and maintain the deep sleep phases where the most critical brain repair takes place. Bananas also contain magnesium and potassium, both of which help relax muscles and the nervous system before sleep, creating the physical conditions your body needs to transition into truly restorative sleep. Research suggests that eating one banana 2 hours before sleep may help support better sleep quality, and through that improved sleep, more effective overnight brain restoration. The fifth and final food on this list is not a food in the traditional sense, but its effect on the sleeping brain makes it essential to include. Chamomile tea has been used for centuries as a sleep aid, but modern research is now revealing exactly why it works on a neurological level. Chamomile contains a flavonoid called apigenin, which binds to specific receptors in the brain that promote relaxation and reduce anxiety, the same receptors targeted by certain sleep medications, but through a far gentler, natural mechanism. Research suggests that apigenin may help reduce the time it takes to fall asleep, increase the duration of deep sleep, and reduce nighttime waking, all of which directly increase the amount of time your brain spends in its most restorative overnight repair phases. For adults over 60 who want to give their brains the best possible overnight environment for repair and memory consolidation, a warm cup of chamomile tea 45 to 60 minutes before bed may be one of the simplest and most effective habits available. Now here is the practical question. How do you actually use all 5 of these foods together without turning your evening into a complicated routine? Neurologists and nutrition researchers suggest a simple approach. 2 to 3 hours before sleep, eat a small evening snack that combines 2 or 3 of these foods together. A small bowl of blueberries and walnuts, a light serving of salmon at dinner, 1 banana. Then, 45 to 60 minutes before you go to bed, drink 1 cup of warm chamomile tea. You do not need to eat all 5 foods every single night. Rotating between them across the week, making sure each appears regularly, may be enough to give your brain consistent access to the nutrients it needs for overnight repair. The key, as with everything in brain health, is not perfection. It is consistency over time. Here is what we know. Your brain does its most important repair work while you sleep. The glymphatic system cleans out toxic waste. Memories are consolidated, neural connections are strengthened. But this process only works at its best when your brain has the right nutritional support going into sleep. Walnuts for their omega-3s and melatonin. Blueberries for their anthocyanins and memory support. Salmon for the DHA your brain is literally built from. Banana for the B6 your brain needs to produce sleep hormones. And chamomile tea to help your brain enter and stay in the deep sleep phases where real restoration happens. None of these are miracle cures, but together, consistently, they may give your brain after 60 the best possible environment to protect and restore itself every single night. If this video helped you understand something new about your brain, subscribe to Anatomy Visual Lab. Every week, we explain what is happening inside your body, clearly and accurately.